Ever wondered how speed limits are enforced by aircraft? It's a question that might pop into your mind as you zip along the highway and notice a sign warning that speed limits are monitored from above. The answer may not be as thrilling as you'd expect, but it's certainly intriguing. Consider Pennsylvania, for instance. There, the State Police Aerial Reconnaissance Enforcement, or SPARE, keeps a watchful eye on certain stretches of road notorious for speeding. Similar programs exist in other states, each with their unique names. These roads are marked with start and finish lines at specific distances apart. A pair of officers, one pilot and one spotter, patrol these roads in a small fixed-wing aircraft. In some states, helicopters may also be used. The process begins when a vehicle crosses the start line. At this point, the spotter uses a specially designed stopwatch, or a VASCAR system, to clock the vehicle's speed as it travels through the enforcement zone. If the vehicle is found to be speeding, the airborne officers communicate with an officer on the ground via radio. This ground officer then pulls over the offending vehicle and issues a ticket. However, this method of speed limit enforcement from the sky isn't as widespread as it once was. Advances in technology such as radar and LiDAR have provided more efficient alternatives. Budget constraints have also impacted the frequency of these aerial patrols. As California Highway Patrol pilot Jim Andrews explains, fewer specific speed enforcement details are set up compared to a decade or two ago, largely due to the advent of LiDAR. However, he emphasizes that there are situations where aerial enforcement is invaluable, particularly where traditional ground enforcement may not be effective. Despite a decline in its use, don't be tempted to disregard those signs warning that speed limits are enforced by aircraft. Depending on the state, there's still a chance that someone might be monitoring your speed from above. In summary, speed limits are enforced by aircraft through a systematic process involving a pair of officers in an aircraft, a marked enforcement zone, a unique stopwatch or VASCAR system, and a ground officer. This method, while not as prevalent as in the past, remains an effective tool in certain situations where traditional enforcement methods may fall short. So remember, the next time you see a sign warning of aerial speed limit enforcement, it's not an empty threat. Somewhere above, eyes might be watching.